I'm Piano Man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Welcome to the long run with an honest tongue. Justified, opinionated when the topic comes. Don't give a piss about nothing but tide. Honey bee on my mind and I keep that pride. Stroke still strong, last name long. Roll tide, roll where the truth belong. West Virginia born, working hard in my soul. Still got that steel town grin and I take control. F them trees, yeah I said it loud. Go Steelers too, got the whole room proud. Love that college game, love that Friday light. Love them real world problems and we talk all night. We bring that fire gumbo daily. Stir it up, don't play me. Bishop on the forge by fire away. JB got the whole room crazy. LaToya in the mix, can't tame it. Twist to keep the freight line moving. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm Piano Man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, and welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man. I am glad to be here. Forgive me for my tardiness. Piano Man overslept. I overslept. And so here I am. However, we're here and live and in living color and just doing the best that we can. Today we're not going to be on here that long, but we are going to we talked about the sponsorships and things like that, and it just led us down some paths of some possibilities of what we thought could be and all that kind of stuff. And everything, and we just came up with some things that we thought could be. I went and looked at some things, and I just went and looked at the state of right quick of I was looking at one particular HBCU, and governor kind of brought up something. I went and I looked up one particular HBCU, and I found out who sponsors them and everything. So no harm, no foul. But I thought something else had happened. But I believe that sooner or later, something that governor said yesterday, if it ever gets to an HBCU, I think you're going to see a shift in the landscape of some things, right? You're going to see a shift in the landscape. And also, I want to say thank you to everybody that was in the Discord yesterday. Oh man, had a nice conversation over there. Ken, the Bama fan, Bama hater, Austin Allen. Dr. Crystal was in there. Governor as usual. Bishop swung by. I was in there for a little while. Zach Picture Gaming came through. We just had some wholesome conversation. And everything. So, hey, swing on by the Discord. We're gonna be over there in a little bit. I might be over there again today. Just might be over there again today. No telling about Piano Man. No telling when I may show up. And so just come on over and have a good conversation, have some fun. But as the season gets closer, and it's something that Stephen Hicks said in the Discord last night. As the season gets closer, the haters really come out. You see what I'm saying? They are really coming out. And like I told y'all last week, and I'm going to say it again. You never let, and I don't care who you are a fan of. You never let anyone of another fan base trash your team. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because when you do that, I mean, and then especially you don't let another fan base, I mean, or even people of the same fan base trash them. Now, which leads me to this right quick. Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy. First of all, good morning to everybody in the chat. Forgive me for my ill manners. I'm going to be by myself for a little while and everything. But Stephen Hicks, I'm going to need you, sir. I'm gonna give you the information if you will. Because we got this there's a certain Georgia fan on another page that really needs jacking up. You see what I'm saying? They need jacking up, and I've already told them. I'm trying to tell them, look here, I've got this squad that if you keep messing with Piano Man like this, I just might have to just put my folks on you now, cause we ain't playing. We don't play. Now, like I told you, I am not per se an Alabama channel. I'm just an Alabama fan. I talk about everybody, okay? But I've also made it known that what I'm not going to let happen is I'm not going to allow somebody just to trash my team. And then I'm not going to, let me tell you something else I'm not going to allow to happen. I'm not going to allow another fan base to forget how many times we've beaten you. And you still want to be in that Alabama conversation. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you, So I'm gonna Stephen Hicks, I'll get with you, bro. We gon' cause what I'm trying to do, what I've been doing for the longest, what I've been doing here lately is going inviting people to the show and all that kind of stuff. And believe it or not, yesterday I met Kip Kiefer, I think that's his name. I met Kip on Twitter yesterday and everything, and I invited him to the show and told him that one day I would love to sit down and have a talk with him and all that kind of stuff. I'm just making myself available to everybody. Okay. So, but back to the matter at hand. I hear you. Well, Anitra, I might need you, Stephen Hicks, all y'all. Come on over there to X. Come on over there to X. Come on over there to X. And I'm under Music and Sports Guy. That's me. I'm under Music and Sports Guy. And you will see, you'll see. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even have to show you who it is. You'll see it right off of the bat. And so you'll see. But anyway, I'm going to defend my house, y'all. Okay, you don't have X? Okay, Anitra. All right, thank you, Double A. Somebody need to come on over. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. It's all in fun, but also let's not pretend. Let's not pretend that just because Alabama is going through. What's up, Stephen A. Smith from Miami? Just because Alabama didn't make didn't get past the quarterfinals last year, let's not pretend like they've never been there. Some of these folks are acting as if Alabama has never been there. Yeah. Okay, cool, Anitra. Cool, come on over. Yeah, and what's up, Ken the Bama fan? Ken the Bama fan. I even addressed. Okay, let me go ahead and put that up there. I'm just gonna chill out today. Ken the Bama fan. I even addressed that. What y'all see on the screen, which governor was here. Did y'all see Jeremiah Smith say he wanted to come to Bama, but Bama didn't recruit him? They didn't recruit him. Now, I also saw, Ken, where there were many reasons were given as into. Why it did not happen. Why it did not happen. Why that didn't happen. The funny part about that is we'll never know. Because even though Jeremiah said that right there, Ken, I'm still going to ascribe to the fact that he's not telling the whole story as into why. Because I'm of the firm belief that if it's someplace that you really want to go, you want to go, you gonna make yourself available and put yourself out there. But he also the other part of that was he wanted to play under Saban. That goes to show you, I'm telling you now, that goes to show you how powerful and how popular this man was. But let's just keep it 100. He got out of the game not because of the present climate. That wasn't the only reason. He just said he couldn't keep up. And he said that. I'm just saying. He just said he couldn't keep up. It didn't have anything to do with per se Coach DeBoer or anything of that nature. He just said he couldn't keep up. So Ohio State got him. And kudos to Ohio State. They recruited him. Bama didn't. And also, Ken, there was another guy, a quarterback, I think, that said the same thing. But like I said, I literally, bro, I addressed that on my X account. I just said all these folks are now coming after the fact, and saying they wanted to go to Bama. They sure did. So yeah, Ken, I addressed it. But it's fun. But it is fun. But it is funny that that now all of a sudden these guys are coming out saying that that they wanted to go to Bama. Yeah, that they wanted to go to Bama. Goes to show you Bama's not a bad school. No, Ken. No. I addressed it on X. I addressed it on my X page. Hey, good morning, Stacey Go Dogs. My sissy out of Florida by way of Georgia representing them dogs. What's up, Stacey? What's up with you? Yeah. So if you're ever on X, better known as Twitter, I'm music and sports guy. And I also have another page on there called The Thinker. The Thinker. So you can catch me there, and I'm representing. I talk about the Tide. I'm there. You know what the business is. You know. Hey, Stephen A. Smith. I wish somebody. You know what? But Stephen A. I'm gonna put it to you like this. It's only no. Let me say it this way, and I'm gonna keep it straight 100. It's only a few Miami fans that's talking smack, right? But it's plenty of Georgia fans, not you, Stacey Go Dogs, that's talking a lot of smack. It's talking a lot of smack. Now, I'm going to say something, and I'm just going to tell. It's called Tell the Truth Thursday. I'm still not willing. Here we go. And some people are going to say, Piano Man, that's blasphemy. I'm still not willing to give Signetti, Kirby Smart, Sark, Lane, or anybody of that nature. I'm still not willing to ascribe to the fact that those are the best coaches in the business. I'm still not. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't give a hoot how many championships you won. I don't care. Yes. Ken, yes, it's just X. X. If you've never downloaded it into your phone, sometimes if you still put Twitter in there, you can put it, it'll pop up. But yes, Stephen A. But some of those Georgia fans over there in Twitter land, I still call it Twitter because some people still don't know exactly what over Stacey Go Dogs. There are some Georgia fans that I run into over in Twitter via X, if you will. They are horrible. Horrible. Exactly, Ken. Let me put that up there, Ken. You're batting 1,000, bro. You batting 1,000. Sark and Landon have had every advantage known to man. Every advantage, which I'm gonna say something here, and some of y'all might agree, and you might agree, and some of you, and a lot of you may tend to disagree. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna put it to you on this wise, and listen to me. And listen to me. Just because you got oil money, and just because you got Nike, that does not ensure instant success. Number two, oil money still cannot go up against industry. More people are in that. More people are ascribed to that. I'm just saying, oh, I know it, Austin Allen. It's a different world, but more people are ascribed to that industry thing. It's few and far between with the oil thing. And now that we've got these sponsorships coming up, you know what was funny to me? Hey, what's up there, Lady Latoya? What's going on with you?
What it do? What the business is?
Oh,
Word on the
you
street. P know how to handle his.
and still do, even at the age that I am, F around and find out. Anyway, but here's the thing about it, Lady Latoya. Even though we got all these folks talking about sponsorship, this, that, and the third, y'all notice who I didn't see on the list yesterday? I didn't see any oil companies. I didn't. I don't remember seeing any oil companies. But I saw industries, I saw banking or financials and things like that. That's your everyday stuff, Lady Latoya.
Right.
That's your everyday stuff. And I'm coming to understand that these sponsorships are coming from people that we use every day.
Right.
Banks every day. Walmart, Costco, the hospitals, medical, every day, Lady Latoya. Every day. Every day.
They trying to get advertising for the everyday people, the everyday fan. The everyday fan ain't got enough money to be worrying about this stock and this big in their company and all that. This oil company. They catering to the everyday fan.
Right. But I'm just saying that I'm just at this point that I'm not saying that Kirby is not a good coach. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just ascribing to the fact that I don't think he's the best in the business. He's not. I'm not going to say that. I don't think that he's the best. I believe he's good. He's
one of the most consistent. I'll say that.
He is consistent, but I don't think he's the best. He's not. See, I'm not going to put him up there like everybody was hollering about how brilliant Kirk Cignetti is. Now, if I had to choose if I had to take a pick between Kirby and Cignetti, give me Kirby.
Right.
Give me Kirby. Cignetti just got to the game. Cignetti now has to run it back. See, that's what the difference is. Cignetti has to run it back. Kirby's done that. Kirby is now going for a three-peat in the SEC. Back to back. But I'm still not going to say that puts him in, like Nick Saban said last week at the SEC Media Day. That's just because a conference is winning like that. They had that conference had one good season. Well, the Big Ten, Lady Latoya has had 3 good seasons back to back, but that still does not make them the better conference.
No, and then it hasn't been one team. It's been different teams. And then with Indiana, okay, so you won it, Kurt Cincinnati. But the thing about it, you ain't got to win it back to back, but you're gonna have to keep your team relevant. Your team should always be in the talks. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna be the challenge for him, just keeping them in the conversation. Because if they somehow, I doubt it with their easy schedule, but if they was to somehow not make the playoff and all that, they're gonna be back to Mr. Irrelevant again. So they're gonna have to at least stay in the conversation with Cincinnati. He's gonna have to at least keep his team in the conversation every year for at least 3 or 4 years consistently. You should be in the conversation for being in the play, making it to the playoffs, and potentially having a chance to play for the Natty.
Austin Allen says, "Is Kirby Stacey P just tripping?" No, I'm not. I mean that with every fiber in me. He's not the best in the business. Now, ask me who's the best in the business. I got 3 words for you. I don't know. This thing is wide open. The reason that I'm saying that he's not, let me ask you something, Austin. When was the last time Georgia got past a quarterfinal game? 2022.
Piano Man.
Just want to remind you now, you all have not won. You've won the SEC. And remember, one year, a certain team, they name start with an A, ends with an A, and stopped you from your 3-peat, right?
Oh,
remember that? And then that particular year, you all didn't go, right? And guess what? You haven't been back since.
That's fact, not opinion.
That's not an opinion. That's just a fact. So that's why I'm saying he's not the best in the business. Is he the most consistent? Yes, but I don't think he's the best. Now, that's just P's opinion. But I will take him over Cignetti. I take him over Cignetti. Let me tell you why I take him over Cignetti. Because at least, and I know the Indiana fans ain't going to like this, but I'm going to say, wait a minute, I'm going to say it like B. Heard, Pastor Damon read it. Things that the Indiana fans going to get mad at me for saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Man, y'all check this out. Kirk Cignetti don't develop nobody. They just activate that portal. I see the one, the only, our own legend is in here. It's the coach. It's Coach Carl. What's up, Coach?
What's going on with you, P?
Man, I'm just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. Lady T, what's the word?
Oh, man, just talking shit and swallowing spit.
Well, but that's just my opinion, Coach, and Lady Latoya Austin. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm just not going to give that. I'm not going to just give that best in the business thing to Kirby just because he's the one that thing the SEC back to back, but has not won a quarterfinal since 22. Hadn't even got that far since 22.
Sorry, but you can't move the goal, bro.
I'm about to say the same thing too, Governor. Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing. Go ahead, G.
He's won back-to-back championships and whatever. He's that guy. You can't say, well, you didn't win far in the playoffs. We didn't win far in the playoffs. But if he's won back-to-back SEC championship, then he's that guy. We can't go post to fit our
That's
head.
y'all's opinion. Y'all can give it to him. I'm not. Compare that against Saban. You can't.
Why are we
You
doing
can't.
that? You can't do that. You see?
All right then. So okay. So what?
Oh.
So wait a minute. Hold it. So let's take the GOAT off of Coach Saban then, because he didn't go all the time.
Okay, so now we talked about this yesterday in Discord. Now, if is Nick Saban really the GOAT, or is Nick Saban really the GOAT, or is Urban Meyer the GOAT?
No, that
See?
okay.
Yeah.
No, you tiptoeing now. But since you want to tiptoe,
I'm
I'm gonna go
tiptoeing.
ahead and say it. Is
I'm
it? Is it?
tiptoeing.
No. Well, who's really the GOAT? Is it Nick Saban? Is it Urban Meyer? Or is it Eddie Robinson?
It's Eddie Robinson. That discussion only came up in the Discord. But who's got a better record between verses? Nick Saban or Urban Meyer? Ain't Urban Meyer 3-1 against Nick Saban?
Yeah.
3 different schools?
Yeah. And Governor, will you please name those schools? Well, we talked. That's why I said y'all should have been in the Discord yesterday, because it got lit up with that. Name them schools, Gov.
Utah in the Sugar Bowl, Florida in the SEC championship, and then Ohio State in the national championship. I mean, in one of the bowl games before the national.
Yep.
So Urban Meyer really is, besides Gus Malzahn, Urban Meyer is really Nick Saban's kryptonite.
And also, don't forget, Dabo Swinney beat Saban twice.
He's 2-1 against him in the national championship. You brought that up. Yeah, you brought that up last night.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. So nobody's knocking anybody. That's what I'm basing it on. It's like that, because if that be the case, DeBoer has already beaten Kirby twice. He's beaten Kirby. He's beaten Sark. He's beaten Lane. Yeah, he's beaten everybody with the exception of Signetti out of that group.
Now, question.
So
when did
let me ask a question. Let me ask a question right quick, Governor. Let me ask you a question right quick, Governor. So we all know that Saban is the greatest college football coach ever, right?
Yeah, hands down.
So even with Dabo beating him twice, Irvin beat him 3 times, right, Gus consistently beating him, does that stain his greatness?
No.
Okay. So Kirby not winning national championships in 2022, do that stain his greatness?
No.
To me, it stains his consistency.
The consistency with Kirby is the same thing with Nick Saban, P. They consistently win games, get their team to the SEC championship, or get their team to the college football playoffs right now, what it's saying.
That's just
consistency, right?
That's
consistency. Ever since Kirby been there at Georgia, outside the first 2 years, Georgia has not had a losing season. Georgia has not lost more than 2 games in the season. If you can go back and point the finger and show me when Georgia lost 2 regular games in the season, shit, I ain't seen that since damn Mark Richt.
So we're gonna.
Since Kirby got that program started, they hadn't lost 2 regular season games. They get their second loss using the playoffs. They ain't losing consistently. Kirby is consistently winning. Kirby Smart consistently beats everybody he plays except now Ole Miss and Alabama. Nobody else beats Kirby.
You can't fault Kirby.
Go look at their schedule too. But they play who's simple for him. But y'all can give him that. I'm not. I'm still not.
I just jumped.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Until somebody dethrone Kirby Smart and knock Kirby Smart from the ranks of dang 10 wins, 11 wins, 12 wins a year, and they consistently beat Kirby.
Way they're set up, though,
Kirby is the guy.
Okay, you're not going to do that part. You're not going to do that part of knocking them from the 10 and the 11 win thing because of the way their schedule is set up. But let's go beyond that. What are they doing? Nothing.
They're the SEC champs. So
they the SEC champs.
But beyond that,
2 years in a row.
get in there and lose in the first week. And they lost to Ole Miss last year. The year before, what happened? They lost to Notre Dame. And the year before that, they didn't even get in. Come on now.
They got a bye week. So they didn't lose the first week. They got the bye. They lost the second weekend.
Man, y'all
just like Bama. Man.
You're supposed to get in.
Just like Ohio State, right? Just like Texas A&M, they did off the first week. Most of the teams that came in there that we all knew that was great, really, really great teams, they lost the second week. The team that we knew, team I knew Indiana was going to be special from last year, the year before last year, right? I knew they were going to be special because they retained the whole roster. All they needed was a QB. So I knew they were going to be great. I saw it in the works. I didn't think they'd beat Ohio State. They did, right? So Indiana solidified themselves as a great team last year. I knew Georgia was going to be great. I knew Georgia was going to beat us in the SEC championship game. I didn't want them to, but I knew it was going to happen. But I also knew if Georgia played another SEC team, they probably would have lost. Because having a bye week and playing the SEC, that's favorability. If they had a bye week and played Miami, Georgia would have probably won the national championship because I don't think Indiana would have bullied Georgia like they did Bama. I don't think Kirby would have blew it in the fourth quarter like Miami. So those are what you weigh your P's and Q's. Kirby would have made adjustments in the second half to beat Indiana.
But guess
Cincinnati
what?
probably would have made some adjustments in the second half to try to outside what Kirby was doing. Though would have been two wars. There have been two great-minded coaches going against each other. Kirby is that guy. They can put Cincinnati up there all they want to. Until Cincinnati continuously doing what he's doing right now, and they on a great road as a coach and his staff, they're doing phenomenal. Until you get there and stay there, they can keep his ass out of Kirby Smart. Don't even put nobody up there with Kirby Smart. If you want to throw a name up there with Kirby Smart, it's going to be Lane coming soon. Outside of that, man, it's just Kirby Smart right now in the world of a damn long because he's the only one that's consistently winning and winning and winning and competing every single year.
How you going to skip over the boy and say Lane? Come on, man.
The boy has done things. The boy done things, but he's not done it.
So you think Lane gonna reach the mountaintop before the boy?
I have no idea. All I know is that I can trust Lane to build what he built in Ole Miss. If he can build what he built in Ole Miss at LSU,
what has Lane done? When time he finally built the championship team and had a possible chance of winning, he abandoned the damn team.
He did not abandon the team, Latoya. That man begged to coach his team. Begged. Ole Miss being Ole Miss. They just said, if you're gonna take a job somewhere, you can get the hell out of Mississippi. That Mississippi, man. That shit rain deep. Piano man tell you, if you ain't from Mississippi here, they don't want you in Mississippi. You better eat, sleep, and breathe Mississippi. If you thinking about going somewhere else, your ass got to get the fuck out of Mississippi. They don't play that game down there. If that was Mississippi State would have let Lane coach that team. I'm just gonna tell you. Old piss, it ain't gonna happen. That's why they kept saying, that's why Lane kept saying, I'm gonna wait till after the season to make a decision. Ole Miss said, you gonna make this motherfucker now.
I got a question. If Ole Miss has that mentality, if you're not from Mississippi, if you want a different job, get the hell out of here. Why did we keep Ryan Grubb?
I have no idea. That has nothing to do with me.
That's just
that's a question you got to ask Kalen DeBoer. That's his guy. Ryan Groves is a good minded coach. Can't lie. He's just a stubborn coach. And coaches that stubborn like that, Nick Saban would have ran the hell off. Kirby Smart would run the hell off. I guarantee you, Kiffin would have ran the hell off. Dabo Sweeney ran the hell off some stubborn ass coaches, man, that wouldn't change. Like, he actually wanted to change go spread concept. Then coach couldn't do it, so he got rid of the damn coach. Coaches know when to get rid of coaches. And the boy gonna have to find his niche. If that guy doesn't change, the boy gonna probably have to get rid of him. Friendships in life are great, but friendships and coaches probably not so to say.
Yeah, that's true. I was just gonna say you can't fault to P. You can't fault Kirby for going up against the greatest of all time. Now you could throw Eddie Robertson. That could be a different conversation for a different time. Maybe most likely in Discord. But you can't fault Kirby for going against Nick every time. That's like faulting Jordan for going against the Celtics, the Pistons, the Lakers, the Knicks, the Pacers. We can't if Coach Saban is the GOAT, which we know that he is in this time frame. You can't fault a coach keep losing to the guy that's the greatest.
You can't. You can't fault Kirby from losing to Bama. Kirby wanted to beat Bama bad. Lane Kiffin wanted to beat Bama bad. Stark wanted to beat Bama bad. Anytime you play on a team where you come from, you throw all the bells and the whistles out the window. There's no X's and O's now. It's just backyard football. We're gonna do whatever we can to beat this damn team. Sometimes you do shit like that, and then it comes back to hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like it comes back to hunch because all you want to do is just beat that team. Lane was going for it on fourth down in his own turf,
Mm-hmm.
trying to beat Coach Saban. Just trying his best to do it. It happens, man. You get a little outside of yourself when you're going against somebody like that or against a team like we have. That's why the board having so much success. Teams want to beat us so bad that they go outside time they go outside of character, trying to do it. But what we have to do is understand that, and then we gotta adjust. Our problem is we'll jump out in the first quarter and just start knocking your head in the game. And then when team adjust and realize like, damn, we just can't come at Bama like that. We gotta come at Bama a different type of way. Bama keep playing the same type of Bama game, and they don't adjust when teams adjust. If a team adjusts and you start running man-to-man coverage and stacking the damn boxes, you got to pass the ball. But when they playing zone coverage, dropping their 9 and 10 in coverage, you got the damn run the ball. That's a grow up problem. Grow up won't adjust to anything. His game plan is his game plan. He's not going to adjust his game plan. And at some point, he'll have to learn how to adjust his game plan. Because Piano Man will tell you what they told you in at the Senior Bowl, Piano Man, Seattle got rid of him. Why?
Because he was too familiar. He was stubborn. He just ran the same thing. He was too predictable. That was the word that he used. He was too predictable.
Everybody know what's coming.
Everybody
you have
knew
to
what was
watch
coming.
film. You know what's coming. So he'll have to change his mindset. And Stephen Hicks said something about Bobo. Kirby not getting rid of Bobo. Bobo
he ain't
does
going nowhere.
exactly what Kirby wants. Run the damn ball, pass the ball, on play action pass, get your quarterback engaged, get your wide receivers engaged. But hell, if you run the ball consistently run the ball, hell, you Indiana. Indiana ran the ball, and then when the passing game started clicking, you couldn't stop the damn offense. That's what Kirby wants. Kirby got a bag up quarterback that's probably going to be that next year. Gunner can probably be that this year. But next year, that team going to be different. But all on recruits, that team going to be different next year. You watch it. So you better get your popcorn ready. Because Kalen the boy don't start Keelan Russell this year and go over Austin Mack. It's gonna be a long season next year because we're gonna have to rely on another freshman next year because Keelan gonna be out of there.
We'll see here in the next few weeks, though, Coach.
If Mac balls out, are we gonna be mad because he ain't start Keelan? Even though Mac balling out and doing a good job, we winning games. Are we gonna be mad just because it went Russell?
I wouldn't be mad.
No, you wouldn't be mad if he's balling out, but I'm telling you, you're gonna be frustrated a lot. That's all I can tell you.
I agree with that. I'm ready to see a quarterback start 2 years back to back. Now that I am ready to see because it's just Jalen Milroe was the last one that went 2 years back to back, but Tommy Reese won his guy and Milroe wasn't the boy guy. So what I'm saying is one guy under the same system 2 years back to back. I'm ready to see that. I'm ready to see some kind of consistency at quarterback. So now I do agree with that.
Stability.
Good point.
That's what you need.
Dr. Krista made a great point yesterday in the Discord, bro. Shout out to her. You look. With me personally, I've been said it, P. You've heard me said it. When he first got over here, I said Max should be the starter. But Doctor made a great point. Look at the history. Mac wasn't going to start. It was going to be Ty.
Right.
It was going to be Ty. But it's just like if Ty gets that nod, then this year, what she said was Mac is going to get that nod first. If you look at the history of our quarterbacks, whoever's been there the longest, they get the first nod. Okay, granted, I'm gonna give you the first crack. Me personally, I thought Mac should have started last year. Everything fell into place for him. The offensive, the you had this, he had the center
Yep.
from his team. He had his tight end. He had his wide receiver, Jeremy Bernard. He had his offensive line coach. He had his wide receiver coach. He had his head coach. He had his offensive coordinator. He had everything right there for him. So people would say, I think Ken, because Ken be coming at me, pause, in the Discord. If he wasn't that guy, if he's battling with a freshman, then he's not that guy. Well, in a nutshell, that'll be the same thing right now. So if Keelan starts, is he really that guy yet? We can say all the tangibles and what we saw in high school, but we haven't seen him in a full season or even 6 games starting. Neither did Mac.
I got a question then, Governor. My question for you would be this, right? We saw sample size of Mac. We saw a sample size of Keelan Russell. You saw what the talent was in. You look at the high school film. You look at the 7-on-7 films. You're looking at the Elite 11 camps film. We look at some practice film that Piano Man them showed last year. So
Uh-huh.
looked at 8A game this year.
Uh-huh.
Who would you feel more comfortable with behind the center?
Me
Austin Mack,
I was
Keelan Russell. Somebody with a dynamic arm that can read defenses. Or somebody with a big body with a big strong arm. That's that's only going to be able to cover one side of the field.
and this
What's
is
choice?
my choice. And here's my reason. My reason is I would pick Mac due to what I saw in the second half of the Indiana game.
Okay.
For you to come in the second half, the way we was getting our asses whooped, and we actually was moving the ball down the field, I would go with Mac.
Matt orchestrated 3 points. One drive.
Hey, he
One
scored.
drive and one drive only.
That's
He
3
had
more.
one drive. And when he got in the red zone, he damn near threw an interception.
3 more.
Well, both of y'all got points, and both can be right. Wait a minute. I'm gonna keep that question right there on the table, Coach Carl. Lady Latoya, what you got? What you say?
To me, I've been saying it. I think both quarterbacks talented enough. It's going to depend on the O line. I think we can win with either quarterback if the O line gels and give them time to do what they need to do. I just think it's more. I think Keelan will give us more excitement, and I think Matt will just be like really all business. I mean, we don't. He ain't gonna make the mistakes. I think both of them gonna make mistakes because this is their first time starting, but he might not make such. I just say better decision making. And I think the thing with Keelan is the same thing that it was last season. I don't think he's grasping the play calling in the huddle, like being able to tell the other team what to do. Because that was his problem last year, and I think he still hadn't got there yet with the verbiage in the huddle. I think that's what's kind of slowing him down. But by Matt being in the system longer, he got it. And I think the thing why he didn't beat Ty out last year was because Ty was just, y'all saw the throws Ty was making. And Ty was real cerebral. He was intellectual. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as far as athleticism, I'm sure they had him. But I think they made it where Ty was so smart that you couldn't keep him off the field because he knew not only what was going on, but why we was running the play. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what that was.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Ty. I told you. I was saying I had a phone call, but I was saying because Coach was like, "It's 3. He scored 3. It's 3 more points than Ty, because Ty didn't score no points in that game." right? But I'm gonna bring it back to, remember the Jalen Hurts and Tua, because Tua came in the second half of the national championship game, right? Second half he came in. We all knew at one point in the season that Jalen shouldn't be starting no more. Give it to Tua. But Jalen kept winning games.
Yeah.
Not just because of him, but also because of the defense. You could say
My point exactly, Governor.
you could say the same thing last year with Ty. The defense was winning us games. So you can't take Ty out because he's still winning those games.
Even though it didn't, and here was the other part. Even though he didn't look good in certain games, the end result was they still won the game, which now goes back to something that Governor had been saying in our private chats, is while people was calling for Womack's head, Womack was the one who was actually keeping us in the games for Ty to make plays down the stretch, or because you virtually had no running game. And which leads me to this point. I think the problem with the O-line was the fact of consistency as opposed to not being good. They're inconsistent because you don't throw for over 3,000 yards and your line don't at least hold up a little bit. They did what they did in spots, but they just were not consistent. Now, if the line is there this year, now it won't matter who you put back there, but the grit gonna be in this particular offense. You cannot go with a 2-quarterback system. Somebody's gonna have to take the lead.
Somebody.
My thing is this, P. Everybody blame the offensive line. Offensive line wasn't good in running. Pass protection, offensive line was phenomenal. The issue with offense last year, that everything was predicated on 20, 30 yards downfield. They never had an intermediate passing game from short to intermediate to medium to long. They never had that type of passing game. Everything was long range passing game, long overdrawn concepts. So no matter how good your offensive line is, you got to block 5 seconds to get a pass off. You're not gonna get pass off.
Right.
Period. In the first half of the season, they was quick hitting. So all the plays were made quick. At the Georgia game, everything started getting a little bit deeper, then a little bit deeper, then a little bit deeper. And before you know it, you're running. Yeah, before you know it, you got 30-yard digs and 20-yard comeback routes. Ty arm is limited. Like he got a nice arm, but he don't have that arm strength there. Boom, the rocket balls like that. So
And
you
then,
got
go ahead.
you got a limited arm strength quarterback, limited offensive tackle because they were both big as hell. So they're not gonna be able to hold up 4.5, 5 seconds. Period. So why are we running all these wide concept offense? That ain't had nothing to do with Ty struggling. Grove has something to do with Ty struggling.
Exactly. And Coach, go back to that part and shout out to Coach Hayes, man. Thank you for coming by. Hey, bro, I'm gonna keep grinding the best I can. Just doing my best. But Coach, go back to that part where you talked about those 20 and 30 digs, and obviously it took too long for the play to develop.
Number one.
And does that put your whole offense at a disadvantage?
It does.
Exactly. Go ahead, Latoya.
When those other teams, like Coach Carr just said, first in the beginning, it was just quick game. Ty was perfect on them intermediate throws. But once you got past a certain point in the season and they started taking that quick game away, Ty didn't have a deep ball and we didn't have a run game. So, and that's all we had was the quick game. But once other teams' defenses took that away, we were stuck. We was in no man's land. So that's what the problem. That's why our offense stalled out, because Ty didn't have the arm for the deep ball, and we didn't have a running game. So we made our bread and butter in the first 5 or 6 games in the season on the quick pass, intermediate quick pass. So once the teams started taking that away, we didn't have nothing else. We didn't have the deep ball. We didn't have the run game. We had nothing to complement the quick game, and that's all. That's all we had. And Grubbs couldn't adjust. He couldn't adjust. This is what we do, and this is what we do well. So this is all we're gonna do, and just hope they don't take it away. But once they took it away, we didn't have nothing left.
Yeah. Go back and watch some of the old Bama games in the first half of the season, even in the Georgia game. You seen Ryan on the same side with Jeremy Bernard. Ryan go a deep route, Bernard had undercut routes. Kirby put 2 with Ryan, left Jeremy Bernard underneath by himself. So a lot of those plays Bernard was catching because they were doubling Ryan. Soon as Ryan see double team, he would point at Ty, tell Ty where to throw the ball. No matter what side of the field he was on, who they were with him. Go back and watch the film. You see he did it all season long. Soon as he see double team, he point. Soon as he see one-on-one, he raise his hand. A lot of time he raised his hand, he be 20 and 30 yards down the field. Ty look like, I ain't gonna make that throw. So he'll check it down to something that he'll actually want to check it down because check down to your running back. He'll try to force it in somewhere else. His first read, 30 yards down the field. His second read is right here in front of your eyes. By the time you get in front of your eyes and your guy running behind the linebacker or your guy running into a safety, those plays you can't make. Now you got to try to find another read. Ty wasn't a 3-read quarterback. Now he got to scramble. He didn't scramble a lot last year. So a lot of times he just threw the ball in the dirt, threw the ball out of bounds, or overthrow somebody trying to fit it in windows that he really couldn't fit balls in. Those layer throws, he really couldn't make the layer throws neither. Now you talking Austin Mack. Say again.
I said Ryan did that a lot last year too with Milroe, especially in that Tennessee game. He was pointing out which way for him to throw the ball a lot in that Tennessee game because they targeted Ryan a lot in that Tennessee game with Milroe. But that's why we're gonna need Ryan to return to true form this season to help whichever young quarterback start. We're gonna need him to be that guy just for stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Help your quarterback out.
He can't be that guy if you don't have a quarterback that can throw the ball down the field.
But these two can.
Now Matt can throw the ball 40, 50, 60 yards down the field consistency. Yeah. So can Keelan. Matt probably got 10 yard bigger arm than Keelan. But both of them guys can spin it. The thing is with Keelan, that Matt struggles with underneath balls. Ty struggle with the deep ball. Keelan don't struggle at all. Keelan problem is last year when people say that he was inconsistent and didn't know the playbook later, Tory, he didn't know he knew the playbook. You forgot the boy twin sister died last year.
Right. That
mental aspect before the season started, his twin sister dying, really messed with that kid a lot. That's your twin. So it's hard to bounce back from that. And even when he started bouncing back, Bama was struggling. They were talking about red shirt and Keelan. Bama was struggling, and you see the kid on the sideline. I was at game. He'd be on the sideline at soon the timeout come, TV timeout or commercial timeout or coach's timeout. That kid would walk to the sideline and be like, "Coach," sitting there looking at the board, and other offensive coaches like, "You gonna give me a shot? Like you gonna give me a shot?" And then they'll pat him on the shoulder. They'll be like, just go out there and throw the ball or something. You'll see him going out there spinning the ball, getting wide receiver reps. You will see Austin Mack, nowhere. Just nowhere. Ty went 3 throwing the football. Keelan Russell be warming up, throwing the football to kids. Throwing the football to the wide receivers where they can see the ball come, catch the ball every single time out. He was doing it. So he was getting back mentally. He was getting back. They were going to make sure that he didn't play because they didn't want to lose a year of eligibility. So they kept him on the sideline. So even in Indiana game, he couldn't play that game because that would have lost a year eligibility. So they kept him on the sideline. Now they got an opportunity to play him. I think he going to beat Austin Mack out. But I'm like, y'all, they're going to give Austin Mack the chance to start. Yeah. They're going to give him an opportunity to start.
Do you think they'll give Mack the first at least 4 weeks just so he can have some film out there? Because ain't this technically his senior season?
Film? I mean, he get another year. He a red shirt.
Yeah, but so they're doing the red shirt no more. They just doing the 5 years. So he's the 5th year, right?
He'll get a 6-year eligibility. All he got to do is just sit. If Keelan beat him out, all you got to do is sit this year.
Okay.
As long as he don't play 4 games, he'll be all right.
Because me personally, I actually thought Mack was going to go with Coach Shep to Oregon State.
Me
I honestly did. I thought that was going to be a no-brainer. But Coach, let me ask you this. Tell me how you think this quarterback battle is going to go. What are they going to look at? Besides everything that we just talked about, we know that they're going to look at that. But what are the other things they're going to be looking at as it relates to the quarterbacks?
Nothing. It's just gonna be familiarization with Grubbs and who Grubb like. It's all they're gonna come down to. Ryan Grubb, who he likes. And he may just get Austin Mack the nod because Austin Mack been in this system for 4 years. That's just them, man. That's a lawyer. That's one of them lawyer group of people. Like Kalen DeBoer is a lawyer guy. He's lawyer to the floor. He's not going outside of loyalty because they tell these kids that they're going to give them opportunity to play and they want to give the kid opportunity to play. They don't want the kid to come back and say, well, Kevin the boy Alabama lied to me. What they say is what they really want to go by. They really want to stand on the word. I can understand that as a man, all you have is your word. So if you promise a kid an opportunity, you give a kid opportunity. If the kid don't succeed in the opportunity you give him, it ain't your fault anymore. That's on them. I think the only reason Austin Mack didn't transfer this year because they promised him the opportunity to start. Outside of that, I think he was gone. He could have started anywhere outside of the SEC.
But a lot of people think, Matt gonna get it. It probably start the first couple of weeks. Then Keelan gonna take the job. But I don't think that would be fair. That Matt played the first what we deem as easy games, and then you throw him in the fire. Start Keelan against Georgia and all the. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think that'll be fair because he won't have had the reps unless the board is gonna split the time somewhere even. And I think he'll probably only do that during the first 2 games. And after that, I think a decision gonna have to be made. And you just take your one guy and go forward. But the only drawback that I have with Max starting, I feel like he's gonna be so tight because he gonna feel like I'm one interception away from losing my job. And I don't want the one that start to feel like I'm on a short leash. I got to be, and then you be so trying to be so perfect and you be so tight that you start making mistakes. So
Matt Jones. Matt Jones leash was so damn tight with Bryce Young behind him that Bryce Young was the highest rated player Alabama had ever signed. The best quarterback prospect that anybody had seen, like literally lay eyes on when Bryce Young coming out of high school. Matt Jones wanted so much damn pressure that all he did was damn use it to his advantage. He knew if he stumbled one time, his ass was done. So he didn't stumble. But is Austin Matt Jones personality-wise? No. Matt Jones was so damn worried about losing his job that he would beat himself up. Nick Saban had to calm him down on the sideline. When he didn't make a throw here, he overthrew a guy here. He underthrew a guy there. Nick Saban would take him and sit him down on the sideline like, dude, calm down. Because he had that much pressure on him. That's kind of probably why he don't perform well in the NFL. Pressure.
I think the determining factor should be mental toughness. Who gonna get out here and even if you make a mistake, you can go ahead and flush that quick and move on to the next play.
I'll tell you who that is. I can tell you who that is on the top.
I think that's what should determine. That's what I think should determine it.
Well, that means off the top, Keelan Russell is the quarterback because that dude don't see mistakes. That dude can throw an interception right now. He can throw 5 in a row. He ain't gonna not throw the fucking football again. He gonna continue to throw the football. He don't care about mistakes because he already knows it's a 4-quarter football game. You may stop me in the first quarter, but second quarter, third, and fourth quarter, I'm gonna light your ass up. That's how Keelan thinks. We done saw that in Texas. He was down in Texas in the championship game and came back and lit the team up. They still lost, but he lit that team on fire in the second half. That kid don't fold, man. And that's what you really want. Pressure ain't gonna make that kid fold. Pressure gonna make that boy damn shine. no matter how big the moment is, that kid, they're gonna ball.
So are we
I
saying
done
that?
seen that.
Are we saying that it's an audition for the first 4 games or the first
I don't
5?
think it's an audition, Governor. I think that they gonna give Austin Mack an opportunity to shine. Austin Mack don't go out there and handle business. Everybody know the first game gonna be 50, 60 point blowout.
Should be
If it
50.
ain't, that's gonna be a problem for Austin Mack. Then you're gonna Florida State rolls in town. He's struggling in Florida State. They're gonna probably pull the damn plug on him, and you probably won't see him again.
Well, Governor, I'm gonna say this. Coach, I'm gonna say this because this is something that Governor and I talked about. It's the Kentucky game for me.
That's week 2.
That's what we've been saying. It's the Kentucky game. SEC game on the road.
Kentucky, if Austin Mack started that game, Keelan Rowe started that game, no matter, both of them gonna struggle at that game. That's Kentucky. They both gonna struggle that game. So you really don't, really can't count that game if they struggle because it's SEC early in the season. It's just one of those things. Hell, Gunnar Stockton struggled his first SEC game and then win the goddamn SEC championship. You're gonna struggle in the first SEC game. It's the game after Kentucky that I want to see. Like, once you play Kentucky on the road, you're gonna struggle. When you come back out of Kentucky, are you gonna bounce back, or are you gonna get better, or are you gonna get worse? You get better, that I can see. You get worse, sit on the sideline. But I just don't know if this coaching staff will actually have the test and fortitude to pull that.
So basically, in a nutshell, you got East Carolina, Kentucky, Florida State. Because after that is South Carolina, Mississippi State, Georgia, Tennessee.
That's what I'm saying. By Florida State, if your quarterback is struggling, you gotta put it.
Do you see them pulling them?
I don't know.
Loyalty. If you promise a kid that, because and I understand what Toya's saying right now. If because we're having this discussion as fans and as people that's observing. I know the players is having a different type of discussion. So, like, are they really thinking? And I hope it's not. But are they really thinking like, yo, I got like 3 weeks to really show that I can lead this group of men? Because South Carolina, Mississippi State, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M, bye week, LSU. We need to know who our quarterback is by Mississippi State.
I tell you what, Ryan said when Keelan Russell's at quarterback, it's like playing a video game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, CD Morgan said when Keelan's at quarterback, he was always open. They asked Rico Scott and another wide receiver about Keelan Russell, and they said it was just like throwing balls in the water. Like, if you got wide receivers telling you who the best quarterback is to them, it's a different type of ball game. You gotta go with what your team say, man.
But
But
they
they
also
also said that. Go ahead, P.M. man. Go ahead.
But now Ryan also said last week that Austin was Mr. Playbook.
And Xavier Brown said he don't make mistakes.
And he don't make them. Now that's what they said last week.
So is that a good issue to have? I don't think that's a bad issue to have. A person that can actually be a game manager and a person that can be a playmaker.
It's a good problem, Governor.
That ain't an issue.
It's a great problem.
That's a great problem to have.
That's what I'm saying. I said this is gonna be hard. I'm glad I'm not the coach. I'm glad this is not a decision that I have to make because this is gonna be kind of hard.
Because what if they both ball out in the first
That's
3
what
weeks
I'm
and they
saying.
falling out? Like, who really do you go with?
Like, that's the thing. Like, because like I said, we got a good problem. We got 2 great quarterbacks. It's just who gets the nod. That's why I said I wouldn't want to be Coach DeBoer in right now. I wouldn't.
I'm like Nick Saban, right? If I got an experienced quarterback and I got this super talented freshman quarterback, I know the talent. I know the freshman can get me to the Super Bowl. Well, non-national championship. But I know the junior can get me to the national championship game. The freshman might win it, but I know the junior can get me there. At some point, you just ride with the guy you know that can get you there. Unless he makes a mistake. He makes mistakes, and you pull him. But hopefully he'll get you on the road, get you started. In second half, you'll be able to get the other guy in to go ahead and close the game. You know, extend the game. Like Jalen would get a 24, 25 point lead. Nick Saban get 2 at halftime, 2 extended to 40, 50 points game. If we can get something like that, that'd be perfect. You got 2 quarterbacks there, and at that point, they can take it to the national championship game just in case one get injured. I do know what type of pressure that South Carolina going to put on. I don't know Austin Mack will be here standing there with that type of pressure. That man-to-man pressure that's coming in, people lock down man-to-man football. When you take away your number one, you take away your number two, and make you damn look for a third option. I don't know. We got to see. Because Caleb DeBoer going against but zone defense basically every single day. You ain't going to see that in competition play. Most of competition play, you're going to see match coverage or all-out man coverage. Zero coverage, cover one. We got to see how both quarterback plays in tight situation.
I'm gonna throw this other at you both. At all of you all. What about Jet Thamala?
All world talent. I don't think you're ready yet.
That dude got an arm too. And Lady Latoya, you saw him?
I did.
You saw him?
But Ryan Williams also brought up John Gonzaga at whatever his last name is at Media Day. He was like, y'all ain't even seen him yet. So the future is bright in Alabama as far as the quarterback position. The future is bright. It's just, man, oh man. Coach and them got a hell of a decision to make this season. But I feel like I said, if that O-line gel and everybody around the quarterback do what they supposed to do, we can win with either one. But that goes also back to now this season, we're going to have to kind of put these games away early so the other quarterback can get some meaningful reps. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't have Missouri or Vanderbilt or somebody still hanging around third quarter. We got to be able to blow the game away and at least let this second quarterback at least play the majority of the fourth quarter. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, if anything happen, any injury happen, you know it won't be a drop-off at the quarterback position because both of them have gotten meaningful reps. That's why Tua was able to come in and win us a national championship because he had been getting meaningful reps all season long. Not that Jalen Hurts was out there just killing and scoring 40, 50 points, but he had a good defense. We still were going to win the game. That's why it was hard to pull him as a starter because he was 26-2 as a starter.
And people forget about that part when it comes to Jalen Hurts. He was 26-2. And when people, and I've seen, I'm going to go on and put it out there, I've seen Bama fans, Coach Carl, Governor, Lady Latoya, refer to Jalen Hurts as trash. That he wasn't no good.
Don't make no sense.
You don't get to be 26-2 and you're not any good.
All right.
Listen, P. He basically was 25, he 26-1. He lost one game in that championship game, man. That he didn't lose.
The defense let him down in that one. Because in that Clemson game, he was torching Clemson.
Only game Jalen Hurts lost to Auburn. That's it, Auburn.
I'm just saying, he, and so the future is bright. So I'm just saying that. Hold up. Okay, Ken Bama fan said that ain't reality, Latoya. You got to be able to make plays.
What ain't reality?
That's what I want to know.
It's talking about quarterback situation, right? But yeah, quarterback will have to make plays. Late in tight games, quarterback to make plays. Game like Georgia, you got to have a quarterback that can be able to make plays. Unless you just manhandle Georgia, which I don't see that happening. You're not going to manhandle Georgia. You're not going to manhandle LSU. You're not going to manhandle Tennessee. You're not gonna manhandle damn Oklahoma's of the world. Quarterback have to make plays, true. But if your offensive line can hold up 2.5, 3 seconds, get a quarterback opportunity to make plays, they can make them. If you shorten the damn routes and start running some real nice route concepts, utilize the whole damn field instead of working on damn boundaries of the field, you'd be able to move the ball. Quarterback be able to move the ball. But Ryan Grove is a boundary damn. I ain't never understand that, P. How can you be a boundary play caller? You do know what I'm talking about when I say boundary, right? That means from this hash mark to the sidelines, the boundaries. He working with a quarter of the damn football field. You got 3/4 of the side of the field wide damn open. He don't utilize none of that space. You do everything from the damn boundary. I never understood that shit, man. Why your offense so predictable?
Back when I was coming along, they called it margin. You were marginalized. You did margins. You play from margin to margin, and you limited yourself because now instead of you going, that's why I always talk. I call it north south, and these guys are running this east west stuff. You playing east and west as opposed to playing north and south. You're not giving your team much of a chance to win. That's how I see it.
At all.
You're not giving your team much of a chance. But Tom, you're not gonna manhandle Texas. Texas can't even beat Florida, bro. Get on with that. Texas can't even beat, man. Get down, and you can't beat Georgia. Come on, man.
You're definitely not. But I mean, with the defense the Texas don't employed, you hear what I said. Now I ain't say recruited, employed. The offensive staff that they don't employ, shit, you ain't gonna be able to manhandle Texas. Texas gonna manhandle themselves. Like Texas gonna come in some game over cocky, overconfident, and get their head beat in. If they come in there on business, you're not beating Texas this year. If Texas come in that game, every single game on business, nobody beats them.
Okay, Ken. Okay, Bryce Young. Okay. Bryce Young was a playmaker. All right, let me ask you this. Using that term playmaker, Bryce Young, Jalen Milroe.
Bryce Young was a playmaker. Milroe was a playmaker. But at the same time, Bryce Young was one of those quarterbacks that when he didn't have to make plays, he didn't make plays. He just managed the game when he had to manage the game. He made the plays when necessary. He didn't just come out there trying to be a playmaker. He came out there to manage the game. If the game started getting to the point where he just couldn't manage it, he started making the plays. Yeah, he was dynamic because he can do every single thing you wanted. He can hand the ball off. He can just check balls down. He can read this play here. When it came down to crunch time, he needed a big play. He can go get it for you. That's why Bryce was so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
but what about Milroe? People don't like to put Milroe in.
Milroe was the same way. Milroe the same way. Milroe managed the game a lot. When he had to make plays, he had to make plays. If he was in a situation where he just had to manage the game, she had made Jalen Milroe been a first round draft pick. But most of the time he had to not make plays. He had to win games by a damn self.
Let's give the flowers to and hear my words now. Okay. The best playmaker and game manager Alabama has ever had is A.J. McCarron. That's a fact.
A.J. McCarron was special. He was a special guy.
Like that's just what it is. When we needed to play, A.J. didn't go to the top receiver. You know who he went to? Kevin Norwood. And then
the thing about AJ, he managed the game now. He made the plays that he had to make the plays. He managed the game well. But he already knew that when it came down to crunch time, he couldn't throw the ball to Julio. He had to find somebody else because Julio probably be covered. So he already knew before the snap. He'll walk to the line of scrimmage like Bryce Young, and they'll identify the coverage. They'll run a check, and then boom, they'll run a check and see the defense gonna move. That's what great quarterback does. I always send a guy in motion. If the defense stands still, I know you run his own, so I'm gonna push you back. But if the defense transfer with you, I know we run the man coverage. Now I'm gonna do like Sark was doing with Ohio State, running man coverage against Smitty. Put Smitty in motion and make a damn safety or somebody catch his ass coming out the backfield. Put him in motion. I'm gonna get the ball to him right then. Whole defense got to run because everybody occupied. Everybody has a man. Your man just gotta be fast enough to catch up with mine. That's how you identify.
How many years did AJ play with Julio? I thought his
Two?
play was Amari, but I can't remember. He played 2 years with him.
Yeah. Cooper was with
AJ.
Blake Sims.
No,
Cooper was with AJ too, though, wasn't he?
No, AJ too.
He was with AJ too.
He beat Georgia in SEC with that deep ball.
I remember damn Blake Sims, Mark Cooper, Blake Sims, and Cooper with Blake Sims, and thought he was with Blake Sims and Jake Coker.
No, he's with AJ.
He with AJ. Cooper, Jake Coker had OJ Howard,
Darius Stewart.
Darius Stewart.
Cooper ain't that damn old, is he?
Yeah, Cooper was there.
Cooper was early in the game.
I think Cooper left. I think Cooper senior season was 14.
What's up, B Sharp? My brother,
Yeah,
B Sharp.
Cooper was in 14. He went there with AJ McCarron, didn't
he? Yeah, AJ
his last year was 14.
Yeah, see, remember, Coop came along when AJ, I want to say AJ was
getting ready
to come up out of there.
AJ senior year?
I think so.
Damn, Coop old as hell.
But he had Coop too. Coop had it.
Yeah.
Coop and AJ was there together.
Damn, Coop old as hell.
He old as hell. Yeah, he had Coop too.
I know Blake Sims had that 99-yard touchdown, didn't it? Who had the 99-yard touchdown to Coop on the 1-yard line? Was it AJ or Blake Sims?
AJ.
Oh, okay.
AJ.
Yeah, that's when Coop mossed my dude, not my dude, but mossed the dude and then ran down there. Wasn't that against Auburn?
Mm-hmm.
That was Georgia in the SEC championship one.
No, that wasn't the 99-yarder.
Ken, the Bama fan, already said it. I knew he had a 99-yard touchdown. I thought it was from damn. It was from damn Blake Sims.
McElroy had Julio.
Yeah, McElroy had Julio freshman year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's gonna always be up for debate. But as far as AJ go, AJ had one hit. AJ, Cool, Tua. Jalen Hurts. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Wait. I'm missing somebody.
You had Jake Coker in between that.
I'm going back. I just thought about something. AJ had that line that night when they played Notre Dame. Wasn't that AJ back there quarterbacking?
Yeah.
When him and Barry Jones got into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They won back-to-back. They beat LSU the year before.
But the reason I can people can say AJ had that, what people forget about is AJ had one heck of an O-line protecting him.
And a hell of a
O-line, D-line.
Yeah, AJ had it all. But but the quarterbacks that came after AJ, things were not even Steven. AJ had the perfect storm. He really did. He did. And people often take, and this is why an O-line is important, because it wasn't like AJ was all that athletic. He was good, but he wasn't as athletic. And as time goes on, then later on you had a guy named Derrick Henry. Then you had a dude named Waddle and Ruggs and Judy and Tua and Hurts and all them. You just had offensive juggernauts. And then you had Jake Coker, then you had Jalen Hurts, then you had Tua. Alabama had some guys come along, but when you're dealing with AJ, I think the thing that I'm saying is, I'm not going to say that he was the best playmaker, because if you take all those tools away from him and just put in mediocre players, then I think you sing a different song. I don't think he does those things that are hurts even Tua, because Tua could take off and run with it too now.
But that's the mindset that they had back in the day. Their mindset back in the day is completely different than what was is today. So
Yeah.
I think that, and that's the culture that I believe most of the people that's in the chat right now is missing. That's what we're missing. That mindset. We know we got the guys, offense, defense, special team. We know we got the guys. It might not be perfect to where we used to see those guys, but we got talent. We have it there. I think it's the mentality of that, because then you start hearing conversations like, yeah, we had anxiety. What?
You right. It's the mentality thing, JB. Because let me tell you what the mentality difference at. All right, those guys came up in a different time where their best way to get out of whatever situation was to make it to the league. So they had that in their heart. I know this my way. This is it right here. They love the game. Number one, they playing for the love of the game, and what the love of the game they play well can benefit them. Now you got guys that ain't even played a down, but getting this same kind of money to do what those guys was trying to make it to the league to do. They want to make it to the league to make a better situation for their family. These boys coming out of high school can make a better situation for their family right now. So how much do they really love the game? So are you playing for the love of the game or what the game can do for you?
True.
That's where the mentality split at right there.
Those guys,
I don't even think it's that, Latoya.
those were grown men smoking black and miles before the game.
Hey, I don't even think it.
That's
I
a
don't
fact,
think it's
though.
that. I honestly don't think it's that. You talking mentality? When those guys started winning the football game, Bama was in the dumpster. It was in a dumpster. And once they started winning, those everybody behind them wanted to keep the tradition going. They wanted to keep building on what they was building. See, Julio number established it. They wanted
Yeah,
to keep building on what Julio number established. Now, Bama gonna have to start. In order to keep that shit going, you got to get kids built in, bought in from the state of Alabama, from Mississippi, from Georgia, back from Florida again to keep the tradition going. And we sprinkled in some guys from here and there all over the country to keep them guys in the South brewing, keep pushing, keep driving. In order to get back hungry again, you got to start losing again. They don't lose, so the kids ain't hungry.
true.
Now the kids knowing that it's money, 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 money. The hunger is to get to the money, not to get to the big time school, not to win the championship, not to get in that field. Now these kids hungry in high school, they get the scholarship offer. You get the scholarship offer, you get the NIL. That's what they hunger for. They hunger for the scholarship to get the NIL money. Once they get the NIL money, if the NIL money is not a lot, they got a hunger for getting more. Keep pushing to get the big NIL deal. Can't get that, then they pushing themselves for the league. If you're coming out of high school now, you're getting $8-9 million. Where you hungry at? You ain't gotta be hungry no more. You just gotta go out there and play. Get 500-600 yards here. You get 2 or 3 tackles here. Get 1 or 2 intercepts, and your money gonna increase. You got a little basic incentive, and your money gonna increase. Ain't no hunger for nothing.
'Cause
The
back,
passion for the game is gone. Don't worry about your hunger. You just gotta get the passion back. And the only way to get passion, you got to start getting your head beat in. Maybe that Indiana and that Georgia ass whipping built some passion inside that locker room. But ain't no passion in the locker room. You ain't winning no damn games. I'm just telling you.
back then was a
Talent
team.
don't win football games.
Right.
It was a team back then. They were really hanging out with each other. Anywhere that they went, they were together. So
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Back then was a goal. Everybody had to make it. That's why I love listening to the old guys. If you listen to them, they really talk some brotherly love conversations.
Uh-huh.
They really do. They really thought each other was brothers. It didn't matter if it was white, black, short, tall. They were a team. But
Right.
now,
Right.
right, that's life that we're in right now. We're in the money game. So
Mhm.
you got guys now counting their reps. I only got 20 reps in like 4 games, man. What's going on? Wait, what? Oh, the reps? How you counting reps and playing at the same time? That means your mind's not in the game, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, last weekend, Coach Carl and Governor, I had already shared this. I called Lady Latoya and told her, but last weekend, and shout out to Coach Grant if he's listening. But last weekend, I was privileged to be in a conversation with Mount Cody. He was there at the football camp, and I want to go ahead and say this. I did not interview them because those guys did not. Mount Cody and Javier Arenas. I was in the same room with them, and those guys are not big into interviews, and so therefore I was unable to interview them. They really didn't want to talk on that particular realm. But it was something, and I'll tell y'all about it later on. But there were just some things that Mount Cody said that he said the same thing that you were saying, Coach, about when he played versus what he sees now. And for those of you that may be interested, Mount Cody, especially if you're here in the state of Mississippi, Mount Cody coaches at Southwest Community College over there in Summit, Mississippi. Shout out to the Wells family, but Nolan Wells, the one that the controversy is around, was one of his players. And, which I'm not going to get off into that, but Nolan Wells was one of his guys. And he talked about what you and Governor and even Lady Latoya were saying, that when they played, that definition of teamwork had a different look to it then versus to what teamwork looks like now. Different, just different. It's a different complexion. And I'll tell y'all about the things that he went off in depth. I'm not going to talk about that publicly, but he loves the game. He questions the game now. He questions the integrity of the guys. Where's your passion? That's what you're saying, Coach Carl. Where's your passion? I will say this much, Layla, and I shared this with Layla Toya. He said, Coach Carl and Governor, he said, when we play defense, we set the line of scrimmage every play. We reset it. He said, we had the mentality, if you got 2 yards on us, that's too many. And he said every play, not every week, every play. And I knew what he meant. Instead of being 2nd and 5, it'd be 2nd and 15. He said, because we went to bus, we that's how we ate. That's how we got it. That's how we did. And that's the mentality. That was the mentality back then. That blocking of that field goal he did, that was a mentality. He knew he knew it was either that or you felt the wrath. That's why them guys they did what they did. And that was a reason behind it. And so what Coach and what Governor and Lady Latoya are talking about, when we say mentality, we're talking about toughness. Where's your toughness? Where's your pride? Where's your pride? Where's your personal pride? When I'm at them keyboards and I'm and working with and I'm going to use that as an analogy, Coach. When I'm playing for my choirs and everything, I'm just not just glorifying, quote unquote, glorifying God, but I'm also taking pride in the God-given ability that he gave me to do this. Now I've got one of two choices. Either make that thing and enhance it, or we heading on out the pasture. That choice is up to me. I choose it to enhance it. And I think that's what these guys got to do. We got to take, I'm going to call it a piano man approach, is that either I'm going to enhance my game or just set me on out the pasture. Not a choice.
Yeah. And you gotta do it's two things you gotta do in football. You gotta believe in what you're doing. That's the first thing you gotta believe in. And you gotta trust in your coaches. You don't trust the coach, you're not gonna perform well. The coach may see something on the football field and he just say, man, don't do nothing. Just sit right here on this route. As soon as the ball snap, you jump this route. If you jump the route, you probably get a pick six. But if you question it, you get a touchdown scored on you. So a lot of times, you just gotta trust in your coaching staff and believe that you and your teammates can actually do something. Talent, I promise you, on everything you want, you can take the most talented team in America and get your head beat in. It happened to me 2 years in a row right here in Selma. Every time we played a team we were way more talented than, we got beat. Team we played that we knew we was going to lose to, they showed up and they beat those guys. Talent don't do nothing. It's just preparation, belief, and then going out there and trusting in your ability, trusting in your coaches. If you trust in your teammates, your ability, and your coaches, you can damn win every single game you play in. I guarantee you that. But these kids nowadays, they don't play for the team. They play for self. If I go out there right now and have 5 interceptions, back in my day now, I have 5 interceptions in the game, right? And I'm pick chasing. But we lose by 50 points. But I had a hell of a game now. What does it matter? I'm still going home with an L. I'm still going home peed up. I'm still going to damn near be crying. Always talking on the bus. So me and my teammates going to be fussing. And they're going to be like, man, you got 5 picks, but you jumping that pick, right? And you missed that pick. Them folk got that first down. And that's how we lost. So you being selfish playing out of character and get your head beat in. No matter how good a game you had, if you chasing stats, you losing games. It's just all about it, man. Play within the confines of the defense. If a pick come to you, you get it. If it don't go chasing. A lot of time what kids do, they may identify a play. And you think that the quarterback can't make that throw, and you try to jump that route, and the quarterback makes that throw, and then you lose. That's our number one problem. Football.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Thank you for that $9.99 super chat. The man until Kirby can win without a loaded team, he is overrated.
I have an issue with that comment.
I know, right?
I have an issue with that comment because, bro, do you not I don't know if he's a Bama fan or Miami fan or whatever.
He's a Miami fan.
Okay, so you're a Miami fan. You can't mention that comment for a school like we have. Do you not know how many loaded teams Saban has had
and lost?
And lost.
Lost.
You can't say Kirby's overrated. Do you not know the loaded teams that Bama has had on both sides of the ball? We can't say that. I just have it.
I'm gonna say
1-10 was the most loaded team, and we lost 3 games.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna say this: every time we played Georgia, Georgia has been picked to win, and Alabama was loaded and still was picked to lose to Georgia. And look what happened. Bama, like what Governor said, it was hard to beat the GOAT.
And Georgia was loaded.
And Georgia was loaded. Georgia.
Bama was loaded when Clemson beat them.
Yeah.
Twice.
So sometimes that loaded, you got to watch that word loaded. Because even now, Bama's loaded. It might not look like it.
Loaded. Miami was loaded last year.
Yeah,
when Indiana beat them. When Indiana beat that ass, right?
Wait a minute. Miami was loaded last year and lost to SMU, Louisville, and Duke is still your reigning ACC.
With a loaded roster.
I'm just saying, I appreciate it though, Stephen
So-
A. But you got to watch that word loaded, bro. That's why I come. Wait a minute. Hold it down.
So let's just be clear. Having a loaded roster don't mean you're a great coach. Having a bad roster don't mean you're a great coach. Making adjustments. Curry make the adjustments. Like I said earlier, Stephen A. Smith from Miami. Curry made the adjustment to win championship. Your coach didn't. My coach didn't. Guarantee you, Kirby was in that national championship game. I guarantee you, tight game like that, Georgia wins it.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So, Coach, give us some parting words. We're going to get ready to go to Discord here in a minute.
Hey, man, keep your head up. No matter what you're going through, always look to the hill which comes your help. If you need a friend, Piano Man lines always available. You can hit me up in Discord. Y'all know me in Discord. Just hit me up in Discord. I'll drop my number. We can all chat about what you're going through. Nobody have to go through anything alone. We all family here. We can be big brother, big sister to each other. Sometimes, people just need somebody to listen, somebody to vent to, a shoulder to cry on, or an ear to cry in nowadays, right? Just an ear to cry in, or a keyboard to hear somebody watch you cry. So anytime you're going through something, man, just hit somebody up, man. Don't go through it alone, because a lot of stress in this world, man. You keep stressing, bad things start happening. Stress affects your mental health, it affects your body. So yeah, man, just look to the hills, pick up the phone, communicate when you need help. And even when you're in a good mood, man, if you're feeling joyful, you're feeling love, share your joy with somebody. Never meet somebody and they continue to be a stranger. So you bump into somebody, make a friend out of it. If you can't make a friend out of it, go on by your day. But you'll feel a whole lot better because you tried.
Exactly. Layla Toya, parting words.
I'm glad you said that, Coach Carl, because after my parting words, there's a lot of folks out there gonna need a friend, okay? Because I'm sick of y'all half in, half out Alabama fan. Listen, leave my coach alone. He's the coach that we have. He's the coach we're gonna have to rally behind, because you can't root for the team and don't root for the coach. Make that make sense. He ain't say this at media day. He should have said this. It no matter what he had said, you was gonna take it and misconstrue it. It wasn't gonna be what you wanted. So let it be. So if he had got up there and beat his chest and said, "Oh yeah, we going 12-0, and we win the national championship," and soon as they lose the first game, well, he said this and he said that. It don't matter. Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. He's navigating through the SEC. He trying. He doing the best he can. Who else you gonna get? Who else are you gonna get? Okay. I'm sorry. He lost what, three regular season games in his first season. Okay. You love to compare to Nick Saban. He lost 6. So what? The next season, Nick Saban went undefeated in the regular season, but he lost in the SEC championship. We lost one SEC game and lost the SEC championship. I mean, so come on, man. What y'all want the man to do? What do you want him to do? How much you got on the $67 million buyout? And then behind that, who are you going to get behind him? Who are you going to replace? Who you think can step in right now? Because remember, when he leave, the Keelan Russells and all that, who you want, they leaving too now. Without Kalen DeBoer, we don't even have a Keelan Russell to say put him in. He's the guy. So without DeBoer, you don't get Keelan. So I mean, what do you want? Either you're gonna be a Tide fan or not. And if you're not a DeBoer fan, just don't be a Tide fan this season. When we get another coach, then you come back and be an Alabama fan. Because I'm tired of y'all. I expect this from other fan bases, but from Alabama fan bases, all he did was bring on ice cream trucks. And he won 9 games that season when he gave them ice cream. And so what? Next. Come on, man. Either you're in or you're out. That's all I got to say. Kevin DeBoer dropping his nuts on teams all season long. Roll MF Tide.
Governor, you there?
You heard what she said. It's another day, man. I was blessed to wake up to talk to y'all. Enjoy the conversation. I always do. Enjoy life. Like I say every single time, take the moment that you have right now and enjoy it. Life is very precious. It's not guaranteed for tomorrow. That's one. Number two, we talked about it in the Discord. Yeah, it was a catch-22 when they asked him that question about the legacy. And you're right. And I mentioned that in there too. What did you want him to say? Because if he said, "Yeah, I'm focused on my legacy," then I'm like, "Well, see, he's not working. He's not focused on the team. He's focused on his own legacy." It was a catch-22. What you want that man to say? At this point in time, we're in the questions phase. We really have to see what we got to do. Yeah, I talk a lot of trash, but I'm also realistic. I'm also fair. I'm just putting out some stuff that make you think on the other side. So I know some people might get upset. Well, JB not really a fan. No, I'm a fan, but you have to listen to the context of what I'm talking about. That's the thing. I'm not the person that's just going to agree with everything that you say. I want people to start thinking outside the box a little bit. So if this happens, what's our counter? You know what I'm saying? Because if we go into this year and we don't have a running game, okay, so what's the counter? What are we going to do? This year we just got to we're in a wait and see mode. So if this is the year that Katie really shows a different side of him, then yeah, go ahead and do it. And people are really going to have to jump on board to what he needs to do. We're going to see. Take it week by week. Game one is the game one. When we get there, we're all going to come out there and we're all going to support our team. And we're just going to have to see what goes on from there. Other than that, enjoy your life, man. Don't take this podcast too serious. Enjoy your life. Enjoy every second. Love on your loved ones. Love your friends. Hug them. Okay? I'll see y'all in the Discord, y'all.
Yeah. See
Hey,
you in
P, how
yeah.
many of y'all going to the first game?
No, I can't, man. I wish.
So, so I
I'm not
decide
gonna
whether
I
I'm
don't think
going or
I'm
not.
gonna be able to. I have an appointment with the doctor coming up, and I think that's good. I have to see after next week, I'll know. After next week, I'll know. And then I tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah,
And
definitely let me know.
but we will see.
All
And
right, let me know, man, because so I have some time to get rid of my ticket.
Damn. Want to go to that Georgia game, but no tailgate this time though.
It was some running macaroni.
Oh
We ain't got no running macaroni.
No
But
running, man.
listen, but I will say this, everybody. Listen. And I'm glad you brought that up.
Mhm.
About talking to the governor about the tailgate. Y'all, I joined Yay Alabama. So I have two Bama venues that I'm supporting now. With Fan Stop and Yay Alabama. If you join Yay Alabama, one of the things I know, because I've been looking at it, is they have this tailgate that you can get in and everything. So they have a tailgate, Layla Toya, for East Carolina. I think they're having tailgates for all of the home games for Yay Alabama. Now you have to pay to get in it and all that good stuff, but you're in like Flynn if you get in it. All I'm saying is support your team. Support your team. I don't care if you're Bama, Georgia, Miami, Ohio State, Texas. It doesn't matter. Support your team and don't bash your team, because guess what? I was listening to Ryan Fowler, coach and governor. Lady Latoya, you hit the nail on the head, and I've been said it too. It was a guy who recently moved to Tuscaloosa, Coach Carl. He loves the Alabama Crimson Tide, and he moved to Tuscaloosa just to be close to the team. Watch this. He said on Ryan Fowler just last week, he said, I am so disappointed in how Tuscaloosa, the fan base here in Tuscaloosa, just totally disrespects Kalen DeBoer, coaching staff, this, that, and the third. It's like just a total disrespect. Just bashing. Nothing good comes out your mouth. Nothing positive. No uplifting of the team at all. That's all I'm saying. My show, I've said it before, is not an Alabama show. I'm just a big Alabama and a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I talk about them a lot, but I talk about everybody. But you will never get me on here to bash my team, to talk ill of them. Now, if they play bad, yes, I'm going to say they play bad. But you will never hear me say that they're trash. You will never hear me say that that they're soft. You will never hear me say that. Just like you won't get me to say we're going 12-0, we're doing this, we're doing that. Because like Coach said, like Gov said, like Lady Latoya said, like others in the chat have said, you don't know how any of this is going to turn out. But listen, come and go, sink or swim, hell or high water, I'm rolling with my tide. I'm sticking with my coach.
The one thing that Coach DeBoer said at Media Days, Piano Man, that ain't nobody quoting Paul where he said, I know we're going to have to prove it on the field. Did he or did he not say that? But ain't nobody quoting that part. They leaving that part.
He also said, and I quote, we want to be the most hated team in America.
Get a man his credit. And they love to holler, you lost 4 games. When we only win 4 games in 2 seasons back to back, then come back and talk to me. When we only win 4 games, damn losing 4. When we only win 4 back to back season, come holler at me about Coach DeBoer, okay?
You wanna know when you hit rock bottom? When you got Mike Shooter year, where you come in number 3 team in the nation and then you get your head beat in. That's rock bottom. When the boy get that point, shit, call for his head. As long as the dude winning, let the dude now win. Get rid of some assistants. You don't get rid of a good coach.
Yeah. I tell you what you do. I tell you what. The man is 20-8. And there's folks fussing about that part, Gov. 20-8 in 2 years.
Most
Cristobal had a worse record than that and made it to the national championship. Miami wanted to kill Cristobal.
Most teams would dream to have.
Just because you see Kurt Cincinnati show up in Indiana and go on the winning streak on a tier, every program is not designed to work the same way. God have favor over soul people. Everybody ain't gonna be Kurt Cincinnati. Everybody ain't gonna be Kirby Smart. Be your damn self. If he be himself and just tweak a little thing here, tweak something there, you're gonna be just fine. You just gotta tweak.
My
Players gonna always go to Bama.
Hey, Gov, my producer Dwight, our producer said, Piano Man, go ahead and start a Crimson Tide uplift movement. I will. I started. I sure will. But I'm not going to let nobody down my team. Listen.
Problem is, Piano Man, with Tuscaloosa, people that lives in Tuscaloosa now, either they there because of the job situation, and they came in, they wasn't Alabama fans. They moved to Tuscaloosa for income purposes. Bama fans nowadays ain't lifelong Bama fans. They became Bama fans in the Nick Saban era.
Uh-huh.
A lot of Bama fans can't even tell you what happened prior to Nick Saban. And they my age. If they your age, a lot of them don't know what happened prior to Nick Saban. And especially the young kids now, never seen football past what Nick Saban's about. Some older guys like us didn't even watch football until Nick Saban started winning. Some of them was Auburn fans and switched to Bama when Nick Saban started winning. Wishing Bama would go back to the old days so they could switch back to Auburn again. I mean, that's just life, man. I mean, every Bama fan now is not a real Bama fan. We got some of those flip-floppers. I'm telling you, Bama was winning. They was Bama fan. I saw this personally. Auburn started winning with Cam Newton. I seen Bama flags come down and Auburn flags go up.
Never. That's blasphemy.
So,
Blasphemy.
so
You're
I
blasphemy.
mean, it's just life, man. They back on this side because Bama winning. Auburn start winning again. Guess what? It'll be a whole lot of that Auburn flag flying around Alabama.
I
It's
guess
just life, man.
I'm one of them, but I also always admitted I only became a fan until like 2006, 7. Because I had my own teams. I was watching my Yankees, my Bulls, and all that other stuff. I was up north, so I didn't watch college football like that.
So you excuse.
But I can admit that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm always been a Bama fan. No, I wasn't. I was watching the Yankees.
And that's all you need though.
That
So
was
when you come in with your perspective, don't nobody get mad because we understand your perspective. A lot of fans don't.
oh well, yeah.
So you get them old lifelong Bama fan from the Bear Brown era, bro. You can't say too many things negative about Bama to those guys, right?
Understandable.
Can't do that. You have to understand that who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, how you're talking to them. Because a lot of those guys will cut your whole head off. Harvey Van Dyke, you know what I'm saying? They're pausing your trees.
Doggone right. Long live Harvey Updike. Long live Harvey. That's my
So
dude
like
there.
you got
Man,
guys like that, man. So you gotta be selective when you're talking to Alabama fans. Alabama fans are some of the best people in the world and some of the worst.
You know you cold-hearted when you go on the radio and say, yeah, I poison their trees.
Because he didn't think anything would happen to him. That's why he said it.
He did not care. I said, you know what? That's respect. I respect
That's
that.
love now. He loved Bama. That he would go on the radio and tell it. I would have kept that a secret.
My man said,
he didn't care. Harvey didn't care, man. Harvey did not care.
It would have been a secret. I would have died with that secret, bro.
Boy, Harvey, boy, you different level.
That's hardcore there.
Let me tell you something. I'm finna say something now, and I know this is probably gonna go viral, but if Harvey would have needed some help, I would have helped him. I can't stand Auburn, man. I can't stand them.
But guess what?
Sir.
Guess what, Piano Man? I guarantee you wouldn't have called in the Pine Farm Bomb and said
Hell
that.
no.
You hear what I said then? I ain't say Paul, I said Pine. Pine Farm Bomb.
I would that man, whatever his name is, he looked like the eraser on a pencil that's being used a lot. Anyway,
yeah, he is. He a Tennessee eraser.
Tennessee eraser. That's all he is. And
Damn,
I don't look now, folks, but his show is dwindling
very quickly too.
Yeah, because all the older generation is dwindling at the same time, and young folk don't rock with Phone Bomb.
So that's why I made the statement that, you know, everybody keep doing what they do in podcasting, because little do we know it, man, we're making a big difference. We're doing, you know, we're just doing stuff. And we're not just doing stuff. We're actually making a difference in the world of media. And so sooner or later, you know, you will look up one of these days and one of us going to be sitting somewhere where he used to be.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all need to get Harvey a statue outside of damn Tuscaloosa.
I'm going to petition. Harvey Updike is an icon.
Real fan.
I ain't say on campus, just outside of Tuscaloosa. Like when you come in Tuscaloosa, on both directions, you see Harvey.
And a tree.
Yeah. Stand up beside a tree.
Like, who that? Oh, you know who that is.
And then you know his favorite line was F them trees.
You know who that is. You don't need to put his name out there. You know who that is.
You ain't even got to know. Put the statue and put a damn spray ball in the hand.
Yeah, he just put a spray bottle in his hand, and the rest is history. I'm telling you.
My God.
If you know, you know.
My dude, I was sitting here. Harvey Updike is a national hero.
You better not put no damn. Hey, I bet you won't nobody else put a damn Cam Newton damn jersey on Bear Bryant statue with it.
Don't do that no more.
No, they won't do that no more.
Sign's gonna say, if you know, you know.
If you know,
okay, next time they might not get so lucky.
You got that right. All right. in that Fred Sanford in that Sanford and Son episode when him and Big Money Grip and Esther was going at him when he said, "All right, don't tell no lie because the lie might find you dead." That's Fred. All right, keep on.
All right, you
Lord.
fish eye fool.
Keep on fooling around with them. Keep on fooling around with them coach's stature over there in Tuscaloosa.
Do
All
not
right,
play. That's why I'm telling you, man. Do not play with Alabama.
don't do that.
Man,
Don't do that.
these fans down here.
Don't
Different.
do that. We are a different breed. We a different breed.
It's a reason why Alabama always lasts at everything. They first a lot in football, but everything else in the world they behind. They don't care.
Bama fans.
They
Man.
heartless.
We don't care. But all I'm saying to Bama fans, I'm with Lady Latoya. If you're gonna be a Bama fan, be one. But doggone, when some stuff happens that you don't like, now all of a sudden you're gonna jump off the ship. Well, I'm just gonna go and encourage you. If you want me to push you, I'll push you.
Damn.
But don't ask me to come rescue you, because I'm not coming.
You're gonna see him hanging on the bread pin, man. You're gonna push.
You want to talk trash, go to the Discord. That's what the Discord is for. Don't say it public.
Craig them.
Bye.
Damn.
Hope you can swim, because if you can't, see you on the other side, and be sure to tell Harvey Updike, roll tide.
Roll down.
Roll tide. Yes, sir. I'm tied to my casket drop. Them and them Steelers. Listen. The Steelers, Alabama, and them Lakers. Don't.
Oh Lord,
When LeBron James left and went to Philly, I said, "See you." I was with them Lakers before you were born, partner.
You don't depress me now, piano. You got to end the show.
The Lakers.
Lakers, boy, we're gonna be trash.
Well, I'd stay trash with him. I've seen worse of times.
Yeah, but it just hurtful to see Boston winning, and Boston gonna be winning still, and we're gonna be lose.
Well,
they better do something. They gotta do something. We gotta get something out of it.
We gonna do it. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. But I just wanted folks to understand LeBron don't make them Lakers. The Lakers was there before LeBron was even conceived.
Showtime.
Showtime, baby. And I can remember back in the days of Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor. See, I go back that far. Hallelujah. Oh, here go. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to fire you, Dwight. How dare you? Really?
No, that's real blasphemous.
Really? Are you serious?
You see them two plaques on my wall back there, piano man? You see them two jerseys I created right there on my stand?
Uh-huh.
I got LeBron at the top over there. I got MJ and Kobe right there together, and Jalen Brunson. I had LeBron turned around backwards because he betrayed me and left. So I turned his ass around backwards. I guess my wife turned his ass around front because she loved LeBron. But you see, I got MJ and Kobe. But I got two Laker jerseys and one Michael Jordan. And I had to do Brunson because he just did something this year. That boy was true. I might just send that to JB. What do you think, JB?
I'll take a Brunson jersey, but you gotta be mindful. Dwight's a Capricorn. It's okay.
Your wife for who?
I said Dwight's he's a Capricorn, so you gotta understand.
Yeah, Dwight just hurt my feelings.
I don't give a hoot if
me and Dwight just fell out right there. So basketball season, Dwight do not text me. Period. Cause I'm not gonna respond NBA season.
Forget Magic. It's all about Larry. Well, wait a minute.
Who said that?
Right, hold up now.
Who said that?
Locking off.
Who said that? I can't even read that comment. It's so disruptive.
Wait a minute now, Dwight. Now wait a minute now. Hold up now.
Yeah, real disrespectful.
Did Larry beat Magic in college for the Natty?
Hey.
I'm gonna leave that sitting right there.
Hey.
Leave that sitting right there.
Adam.
That's all I'm gonna say now. Bought to you by
Yeah, he said a Boston team. You already know I was out. I was checked out from there.
Boston.
There's only
JB,
one
get a
guard.
rope.
There's only one
Governor,
guard.
get the rope. Get the rope.
Where Kill at? There's only one guard now, and it's Madison.
No, you said if forget Magic is all about Larry, but didn't this competition get started in college? Yes.
Michigan
And
State.
Larry didn't beat Magic then. And then the next year, or when did they play? Because it took Larry a while to get to a NBA final, and didn't Magic beat him?
Magic
again?
won the first year, didn't it?
First year.
And Magic won a natty in his rookie year, and sat in the captain's seat on the plane. Did Larry do that? No.
I mean, he Larry Legend, but damn, come
He ain't
on,
Magic
dog.
Johnson.
You see what happened when you say Larry Bird come in with a guy like me? I just get up and leave the damn computer. That's how much I like Larry Bird. I just get up and leave the damn computer. You gotta say Bill Russell, I would have started clapping, but Larry, out of all the damn septics, he said Larry.
I mean, I'm gonna give Larry his props, but
Larry a legend.
Yeah, he a legend.
He a
but
legend.
He ain't Russell. He ain't Bill Russell. Bill Russell got the goddamn MVP. Bill Russell got the MVP trophy, right?
Ain't nobody
damn sure ain't Paul Silas.
Ain't Paul Silas.
He ain't Paul Pierce.
Dang, Paul Pierce.
He ain't even Peter, Paul, and Mary. Anyway, let me get
out
of here.
Pierce, they call Paul Pierce the truth for a reason.
Hey, Larry better than Pierce. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't think so.
Larry better than
He's
Paul
just a better shooter. But Pierce is the truth for a reason.
Okay. He better than Paul Pierce now. Don't do that.
I don't think so. I just tell you, I don't give a damn about Larry Legend. I give him the legend part, but I don't give a damn about Larry.
Name me another player that can go in the locker room, win a 3-point contest in a jump shoot. In a whole warm.
Listen.
In a warm up.
Listen.
With cold blood
listen, Governor. This how much I don't like Boston. He could have done that shit in blue jeans. I wouldn't have gave him credit.
Come on now. Larry one of the ones. He one of them ones.
I don't care how good he is, he still ain't gonna get no credit from me.
I just don't do the Boston. I don't do nothing Boston.
Me
neither. That's why he ain't getting no credit.
But I give, but those some of those players, I give them credit. But anyway,
I only like Paul Pierce, but I give him more credit than I give Larry, because they put Larry over Magic too many times. So if you over Magic, in my book, man, get out of here. Ain't no comparison.
Well, anyway, y'all, we got to get out of here. But there's the Discord, everybody. For those of you, and it is open. Hey, shout out to Bishop who couldn't be with us today. I'm pretty sure he's on, making sure the government look good. Hey, shout out to Twister. Thank you, Lady Latoya, Governor, Coach Carman. Sometimes this is very, very rare that us four be together like this. Man, I'm just glad to have the gumbo chefs with us today, and then maybe one of these days we gonna, y'all, we got 37 more days and we rolling, and it's gonna be all right. But I just want you to continue to, hey, if you're rolling with the tide, roll with them. Roll with them. Right, wrong, indifferent, good, bad, sink or swim. Roll with the tide, and let's see, and don't be so quick to put them down, because I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of Tide fans out there. And I was listening to some folks this morning just putting them down. When you get up there and tell me Texas A&M gonna be in the SEC championship game.
Oh Lord Jesus!
And these came from some Bama fans.
Oh no, that's
So, Lady Latoya, you're right. I mean, come on now. This game, I'll tell y'all about that later. Texas A&M versus Georgia in the SEC championship game. Apparently, they ain't looked at Texas A&M team. But anyway, we'll go over that maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Have they ever made it to the SEC championship game?
No.
Oh, wanted to make sure. Okay.
No.
They got to beat Texas first.
They got talent now. They
You know
got
what I'm
they
saying?
got talent. I just don't know what they got on defense. They
Well,
want no sleeper team.
and then the other part about that is, you remember now, they replaced their whole O line. They replaced it. They had to replace it. And then they lost some cats on defense. They had to replace KC Concepcion and with the wideouts, and they brought in Isaiah Horton, somebody else they got over there at Texas A&M. But anyway, but they say Texas A&M versus Georgia in the SEC championship game.
They got Wilkin Formby. They're going to have an all-star O-line with Wilkin Formby over there.
Yeah. And
But
so
conform be talented now, Layla Torrey. Tell you now.
if they have Formby, now I'm gonna say this: if they have Formby playing opposite of where he was at Bama, I might give him a shot, but I'm not gonna say they're gonna be in the SEC championship game, knowing you got Bama to play, you got LSU to play, you got Texas to play. We were sitting down talking about it, and we went through it. Texas A&M almost, if they don't put that thing together, Texas A&M could lose it from anywhere to 3 to 5 games. That's how crucial it is for them. And so, like Governor said, like Bishop said, out of 20 teams, all the SEC teams made the toughest schedule list. All of them. That lets you know something right there, top to bottom. And number 20 came in, if I'm not mistaken, number 20 came in with Georgia.
Yep, that's right.
Georgia came in with the softest out of the toughest. Georgia came in with the softest. Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas came in at the top 3 with the hardest schedules. I'll tell you something right there. And all of them play each other. Then, playing. It's going to be interesting in the SEC, but I'm still rocking with my Tide till my casket drops.
I can't wait. But I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it soon. It's coming too fast for me.
Well,
but I
He
can't
ain't
wait.
coming fast enough for me.
Shit.
See,
Man,
coaching,
when they get
coaching. See, so
when
that's
they
why
get
it's
here,
going to transfer
when
him.
the season start, is over.
Now, that's the truth.
Just like that.
And then we'll be back at square one, and we'll be talking and crying longer than we be playing. That's the suck part about football.
Right.
That's the suck part.
Football stops for y'all. It don't stop for me.
Nope. So anyway, but y'all, that's our show for today. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Lady Latoya. Thank you, Coach Carl. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you again, Stephen A, for that $9.99 super chat. And thank you, producer Dwight, 401k crew, all the other crews in there and everything. Just remember to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ to give you strength. I promise you can. And just remember, this kitchen big enough for everybody to cook in. And football season is coming up. There's going to be a lot of cooking going on. But this evening, thank you, Be Sharp. Don't want to be reminded that Be Sharp is coming on this evening. And I want everybody over there. He's going to have some interesting things. He's going to have some interesting things going on. So I'm hoping and praying that everybody will just hop on over, help make his show what it is. We're going to have a giveaway coming up soon and everything. I'm picking my times to do it. I'm picking my time. So we're gonna be doing that very, very soon. Hey, what's up, Chapman family? Good to see you. The Chapman family. I see them mostly every morning on Martin Houston. Glad to see you over here and everything. And to Vols, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming. But I'm going to put this back up again for those of you that missed it. Oh, there we go. There is the Discord. We have fun in it. Everybody can be yourself. And, it's the no judgment zone in the Discord. Let your hair down. But like Coach Carr said, you ever need somebody to talk to, Discord is open. And like Governor said yesterday, I thought he was going to say it again today, but I will say it. You do not have to wait on any of us to access that Discord. It is always open. You go over there, and I guarantee you somebody's coming. Somebody's coming, and you can have a chat, and there's a place in there called the locker room. You can verbally do your thing too. Go over there and have a real live verbal chat. We did it that way. So that's the Discord information. And so again, I say unto you, I don't know everything. I just know what I'm talking about. All right. So with that being said, on behalf of all the crew, we thank you for coming. All of the Gumbo Chefs, thank you for coming. 401k crew, y'all my heart, y'all my rock, and I love y'all. But in the words of Stephen Hicks, and on the behalf of Stephen Hicks and OG Gill and the voices of No Mercy, with the exception of the Alabama Crimson Tide fans, we wish you nothing but the absolute worst.
Whoa, MF Tide.
Roll Tide, everybody. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back here in the morning, but we'll see you in the Discord. All right? Roll Tide, and we'll see you. Have a great day.